So hello guys, this is Moyo Michael and this is my YouTube channel, the Pullback Entry. So please, yeah, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please try and do subscribe because I'll be giving you analysis of my trade. So for today's analysis, I'll be looking at, so many pairs we go, so many pairs are pulling back. They are pulling back. Like when we come to the Euro USD, we can see a pullback on the Euro USD for a sell direction. So if this is the Euro USD on the 4 hours, and you can see that it is actually pulling back strongly. So it's left for you to know where you are going to enter for this trade. But for me, I'm looking at that. Let me check something on this Euro USD. I'm seeing that it's going to come down, and I'm looking for the Euro USD to give something like an head and two shoulders. He has not given a proper shoulder yet. So if he gave that proper shoulder, that is when I'm going to enter for the perfect sell. So I'm still looking at it. So that is it for the Euro USD that I'm actually notifying. So the next one now is the GPP USD. This is the GPP USD chart. And GPP USD, we have seen when we come to the 1 day, you see that we are just having a head there. And if you go into the 1 week on this GPPUSD, you see that you see that there's a touch for a support zone here. So we might have a pullback on this direction here. So we might have a little pullback for this sell that is going to go to the buy direction. So I'm waiting for that pullback, and if that pullback does, it will actually give, we'll be having something like a double head. We'll be having something like a double head here. A double head here. Okay. So we're having something like a double head here. And if there's a double head here, that means a proper sell will be confirmed for a proper sell will be confirmed through those double head that we'll be having. So that is it. I'm still waiting for that. Actually, I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for that in the GPP USD. So the Euro USD will be having something called an head and a shoulder. Now, and the GPP USD will be having something like a double head. That's what I'm looking at. Although that when it comes to the 4 hours, here, we have seen a head and two shoulders in the 4 hours. But laws don't look into that. Laws be waiting for a double head. So this is the head and two shoulders for those who are newbies here. So this is the head and this is the two shoulders here. So we have seen the head and the two shoulders, but those don't look into that. Let us still wait for a double head, because in this place here we are having something like, let me we are having something we are having a week here, and we're having another week here. So there might be a reversal for the uptrend that will actually form something like a double head. Then before we entering for a perfect sell. So that is what I'm looking at. I don't know what you'll be looking at, but that is my own analysis for the week. Okay. So let's go into another pair. The second pair I want to look at is the Australian USD. This Australian USD, for me, I'm looking at it as a good trade, as a very good trade. Actually, I was looking at this Australian USD for me to enter into the buy. That is why I have this. That is why I have this support line here. I was looking for it to enter into it for a buy. That is why I have this support line being drawn there. But let's see how next week will be. It might definitely come for that support line and move for a buy trend. It might definitely come for it. So it might happen on Monday or on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, it will give us a good confirmation to actually choose the direction we want to actually trade for that particular week. Okay, so there are so many pairs now that are giving us so many signals. We can still look at you can still look at the USD Canadian. You can still look at the USD Canadian. If I go into the 1 day, if I go into the 1 day, you see that the USD Canadian here has given us a 4 week, so something like a four consolidations. So we are having the first consolidation here. This is second consolidation. This is third consolidation, and this is the last consolidation here. So if there's a four consolidation zone on a trend, then that means there will be a change in direction. There will be a change in direction. So what we might be seeing now, that this trade here is going to change in direction. It's going to go up to this zone for a buy, and maybe later on it will now pull back. It's going to have a pullback. Okay, let me draw it again. Okay, let me work on it again. So what you'll be seeing now is that it's going to go for a pullback to this particular zone before going for the proper sell that the USD card is going. So that is what I'm looking at this trade. That's what I'm looking at this trade. So there will be four consolidation zone on this USD Canadian. So that is what makes me to look at it as, man, this trade is going to move so good and so nice. So it depends on you now. Depends on you on when to make your entering point. I would say you should wait for it to move to this resistance zone before entering for a perfect sell, because we're always seeing the sell. This is a very strong sell coming up. So just wait for it for this zone, then enter into the sell. Don't even enter it for the buy. Don't enter it for the buy at this range. Just enter it for the sell. That is a perfect resistance zone. So that is the last. Um, Let me see. In fact, there are so many trades that are making so many. They are giving us so many signals. There are so many pairs that are giving us so many signals. But I've pointed out some few. The Australian USD is like a good one, and the USD Canadian is still a good one. In fact, look like the Australian USD is going to set up more quickly than the USD Canadian, because just take a look at it at this 1 day now. You see that we have had four consolidation on this trend. This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. So there will be a reversal. There will be a reversal now. There's going to be a reversal. So the reversal, we go to the 4 hours. We have already seen the reversal already. So it has gone to touch this support zone. So it will definitely break it on Monday. So if it breaks it, we'll be waiting for it to actually fall to this support zone here before we're actually going for a buy trend. It's going to act as a shoulder. So we are going to be having something like, okay, an head and two shoulders. Okay, I'm coming. On this, in fact, the Australian USD is like, I think I'm seeing now. So we are going to be having something like, an head and two shoulders here. And maybe it might fall for itself. So we'll be having something like an head and two shoulders. I would say it's best for you to wait for the second shoulder to be made before you enter for the sell trade. I think I've seen it now. So there'll be a pullback here. This is the first pullback. You now make a second pullback before pulling down. So that's my analysis for these particular pairs. The Australian USD, GBP USD, and Euro USD. So definitely, I've seen that Australian USD, GBP USD, and Euro USD, there's going to be an head and shoulder for it. So it depends on you now. When are you going to enter into this trade? Okay, so if you like my analysis and you like my the way I trade, so please subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn on the bell notification, and like all the videos that I'm giving you out here. Thanks, guys. Yes. Uh, okay, emechaa try ya na ọkụ nke a ma mbuli ya na ọ n'ime abalị. Okay, m ga-try na.